Right, first thing we're going to do is check the audio's turned on this time. It looks like it's working. Hopefully it is. Hello, happy Friday, Thursday. Oh, shit. I nearly spilt the coffee everywhere. Hang on. Calm down. It's decaf, Kerry. Don't worry. Oh, my goodness. That was lucky. Whoa. Ah. Oh, my God. Yeah, look at this. Look at the lid, right? No effort. Just pops off like that. If you put a coffee cup, like these takeaway cups, what's this, Starbucks, in the microwave to heat the coffee back up again, which I do a lot, it softens everything. And if you grab it then by the lid, flipping out, we nearly had a we nearly had a catastrophe there. Right, Dan, don't pick that up by the. We'll do it carefully now. Mm. There we go. Pinky up and everything. Very British. Right. Anyway, as I was saying, let's check the audio works and spill coffee on the desk. Flipping out, that would be a good start to the stream, wouldn't it? Hey guys, right, in this professional design. Oh shit! Good lord, Dan. Oh, right. How's everyone doing? My heart rate increased about 1,000 beats a minute then. Let's bring it back down now. Let's bring it back down. Oh dear. Hey Keith. Glass of wine. We're not on the wine yet, Mario. I've got 3 bottles of whiskey that people bought me for Christmas and birthdays in the kitchen, which you're gonna have to crack into that soon, I think. Right. So, what we're going to do today is dive into some brand guidelines stuff, most notably my own. And I started this was it last year? Yeah. If I grab the original, actually, let me open up the last one. Because what I did was I decided that I needed a more distinct identity because I've kind of just fudged together one over the years and didn't really have a solid kind of visual identity across all the different things I do, from websites to YouTube to Instagram. Now, where's the file? So that was what kind of prompted this, after nearly a decade of doing this teaching design thing. It was like, I should probably think about how I represent myself visually and from a design point of view. It's probably a good idea, right? So that kicked off this process. There's old streams where we did this live, and it's just, I mean, look at this. It's very in depth. There's clearly a lot of work that's gone into this, and so I kind of mocked up all these different things, almost as if it was a client, mocking up the full sort of brand guidelines, and got it to a point. And then it was like, well, okay, this is all great. This is very theoretical. Let's actually take what I've defined in this big mess in the middle and then try and actually apply it to some stuff, most notably my website that underwent a redesign. So you can see the colors, fonts, all this stuff has come across. Let me actually show you the live site just because I'm really proud of it. So this is built with Framer, which I flipping love, as you all know. So yeah, there we go. So you can see the pixel font, we've got Montserrat, yada yada yada, a bunch of stuff. This is where you join the community, by the way. If you want to join our Discord, click on that. Courses for Illustrator and Photoshop, coaching. That's if you want like a one-to-one or a group coaching session on anything in particular. Lovely things, lovely people have said, and some other stuff. So in Illustrator, this was the kind of design version. This is the live build. So go on, let's do a little quick promo. Here we go. This is the Illustrator course. It's pinned at the top of the chat. These are fun. I like playing with these. So if you want to master Illustrator or Photoshop, going from a complete beginner to the most advanced stuff I can teach, I've been doing this for 20 years. I live and breathe this software every day. It is my life, and I will teach it to you as part of either of these courses if you want to learn it. So this is the brand guidelines, or the point I got them to put into practice. You can see the fonts, the colors. I've gone for like a much more light mode style. So you can see the icon style. It's very reminiscent of my actual design style as well. So rather than try and design, some really grungy, gritty icons or something that isn't actually my style, I've just tried to stay true to myself as well. So this all fits kind of everything that I set up. There is a dark mode switch, but I'm not really a big fan of dark mode, and I kind of just wanna land one way or the other, light mode or dark mode. Like, what's it going to be, and then be a bit more consistent. So I quite like the light stuff. I feel it's like a little bit more approachable as well. And the illustrations, these illustrations, this sort of style definitely looks better dark on light rather than the other way around. So that's great. The website's looking good. It's been a really good sort of practice, but this was all just left in a bit of a mess. You can see it doesn't feel definitive, finished, complete, any of those words. Lots of sort of experimentation and illustrations, ideating different bits and pieces. Good fun. Yeah, a bit of thumbnail practice down there. But I wanted to just sort of try and wrap this up and put a little bow on it. And at the moment, sort of going through all these pages, it just feels a bit too much. Like, I can't be asked to go and wrap all of this up, and I just want to actually create something I can actually physically use. So I've stripped out all the ideas that kind of got left on the cutting room floor, so to speak, and I've trimmed it down to what is essentially, I don't know, 16, 17 pages. So I just did this in the last hour, and then I want to just try and refine it and nail it down. Something simple that I can reference. It's only for me at the end of the day, so I don't need to include loads of information about what each page is. Obviously, that is good if you're doing this for a client, so they understand the context behind each page. But for me, I just want a simple, lean document that, shows the fonts, the colors, different logos, the illustrative style, and then maybe a few Instagram posts, examples of stuff, and then like YouTube channel graphics and things, just so I can actually use it and then cross this off and say, there we go, well done, Dan. Yeah, I think light mode and dark mode is, I mean, it's everyone's going to have their own preference. I mean, there's so many sites I see that do use dark mode. I think I like dark mode websites, but I think white looks, and the white and the orange in particular, in this way round, just looks more approachable. I don't know. There's something about white websites where they can just look light. I was going to say fluffy then. It's hard to explain. Just, I don't know. Just clean. Not that a dark mode site can't look clean, but I don't know. Yeah, I think the white and the orange works really well, and then I can reverse it out and then sort of sprinkle in a bit of black as well. And the illustrative style as well. These illustrations, I did these over the course of, I think, probably about a year and a half. On probably most of these were on stream. Some of these, like this is from the course, that's from the course, that's from the course. The Glock 19 was just for fun, and then a bunch of these other ones, we've done these on stream. And then when I threw them all together, it was like, oh, damn. I've actually been subconsciously designing in my own style. I didn't actually consciously acknowledge that I had a style. And you could look at all these illustrations and go, yep, this is all the same sort of style. Dual line widths in many cases. Clean. Pretty minimal in most cases. So I'd accidentally defined an icon or illustration style based on just doing what I enjoyed, which is hilarious. So there we go. That was that. And I've switched out the sort of blue colors. I did define blue before. It looked nice on a palette. But then actually when I kind of go on the website and I look at what I wear, colors that I like, it's just got to be a black and orange and white. Like, that's my palette. That's my palette right there. So yeah, the goal is to try and nail some of this down today. Of course, if you've enrolled in a course and you complete it, send me an email because I can send you your certificate of completion. So this is like a more emblem. We'll come back to this in a minute. This is like a more emblematic badge. So you've got the course name, the year of completion, the Dansky Academy, which is my online school. And then I don't know what to do with this. I don't know. I do a bit of client work. I don't know whether that logo needs to even exist or whether that could just be, I don't know, like a something on an invoice or something that I could put somewhere if I've done a project for someone, or maybe on if I'm submitting a design to a client for review, maybe I could stamp it with that at the bottom. I don't know. I'm a bit undecided yet. I don't know if it's overcomplicating things and just maybe Dansky is fine, but I don't know. The way this all sort of lines up, the B and the Y lines up like that. It's just, and it still feels central. It's almost too perfect to ignore. So anyway, that's where I got to. So any ideas and opinions, please throw them at me. I feel like the underline D's got to go. Where is it? Yeah, this is more the like the favicon, the real tiny D. Um, interesting choice of words there, Dan. It's so hard to sort of shorten Dansky. It was almost perfect here. Almost. I did have this one version where I could stack. I know it sort of reads more as Dan Sky, but if I need to in a condensed space. But the problem you've got is the K sort of collides with the A a bit. Well, that was a good rhyme. Well done, Dan. 20 points. And then you could make the K a little bit more stumpy. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I think for most uses, the full I don't know if that even this logo is probably not even necessary because this logo works on web. It just works everywhere really. I just need a version that's a favicon. So we've got the shortened D mark, and then we've got the face thing, the thing with me. But so I don't know. I need to nail that down. I need to either get rid of one or keep another, make some decisions. And yeah. I wonder if Air will replace the graphic designer. No, I don't think it will replace a designer. I think design is just going to evolve. Like, maybe communication between designer and client is going to be like an AI can't just do that for you. You've still got to communicate with your client, present your ideas. You've still got to make all this stuff, and I think there's just so much nuance that goes into little things when it comes to design, even like the tiny details that I sort of focus on. I don't know where it's going in the future, but I think we're a way off yet of it being able to fully automate the entire process. I think like design will evolve and adapt, evolve, and we need to just figure out for ourselves how and if we want to integrate it into our process. Everyone online will have their own opinion. They'll say, "Oh, you should do it. You should not do this." Ignore everyone else. Just decide what you want to do. Decide if you want to do. Obviously, everyone's different, and a lot of people like to project their opinion onto you and think that you should do that. No, you do what you want to do, and that's it. Really, that's what I do. I kind of didn't sort of delve into the AI stuff for a long time because I wanted to sit back and just let it marinate a little bit. And then, when was it? Last year, I started. Was it last year? ChatGPT was the first sort of dipping my pinky in the water. Found it increasingly more useful. And then started playing around with a bit more AI stuff and trying to look at ways where I could actually use it to speed up my design process and do things that would save me days but still keep me creatively in control. And there's been some stuff you've probably seen on the lives where I've done that, and it's so I just kind of use, if I feel like I need to use it, I use it. Hey, Moosh, Raquel, Andrea, Kerry. Oh, we got the whole gang here today. You defeated the first boss. Nice. Oh, I need to pick Hollow Knight up again. It's very much like I got a personal love for Dark Souls. It's very much like that sort of game, but in 2D format. So it's like very obscure, doesn't really hold your hand, doesn't tell you anything, and you just have to kind of figure it out, right? They've got the new one, Silk Song, as well. I mean, yeah, that's a. I mean, yeah, who knows, Gorav? Who knows? I mean, me, yeah, you know, who knows what's going to happen with AI? It might be here one minute and gone the next. You know, I mean, I always sort of like to point to NFTs. You know, they were here and gone, and so who knows? I mean, maybe social media will be different at some point. I got no idea what's going to happen, but all I can do is just look and try and kind of stay ahead of things, or at least keep up to date, and just yeah, do what I got to do. You need to add my fire text to the site. Yes, I do. I do. I've got. I mean, if you are a student and you've created some work, please do send it over, because not just because I love to see it, see what people have actually made applying the lessons or even doing their version of the lesson. It's so cool to see. But then if I ask really nicely, maybe you'll let me put it on the site as well. I need to get that on the course pages really, because I've got a big bunch of work now from the Photoshop and the Illustrator students, and yeah, it'd be nice to showcase them on the site. And that fire text is flipping awesome, Kerry. It's absolutely mint, mate. Yeah, you smashed that. Oh, Where Winds Meet. That was the new one, is it? I played it for a bit. I thought it was a bit. It felt like. I mean, it felt massively big. It felt like super overwhelming. I didn't know what was going on. It felt a bit rough around the edges. I don't know if they've patched it and polished it out. I put that to one side. I was like, okay, I've had a bit of fun with this. I'm gonna put it down for a bit and come back to it in a few months and just see where it lands. Oh no, Ali, I spent too much money on NFTs. Oh no, do we want to know? Silk Song would be next, and Mind Valley 3. Oh, I don't know what Mind Valley is. Oh, that's at Silk's. I've not even seen Silk Song, but I've heard it's got good music. Has Hollow Knight got good music? It's been a minute since I played it. I couldn't decide what to listen to today. Let's listen to the music. Let's give this a go. I listen to like orchestral music, soundtrack music, heavy metal, cello, strings, compilation, cyberpunk music. I listen to anything. Right, let's go Silk Song. Oh, what? Afif, are you talking about Silent Hill 2? The new ones, yeah? Hollow Knight's really good, and it's like cute as well. It's just such a amazing. I love video games that have that, like they have a clear art style, and you can just, if anyone's played Cuphead, oh my goodness, play Cuphead where they hand drew all the animations, and it's like set like a 1920s. It's like a 1920s cartoon or 30s, I forget. You know those cartoons. Um, but it's a game, and the two, I think it was two brothers, maybe they drew all the illustrations. It's flipping. It's just pure art in video game form, and it's hard as well. Yeah, honestly, Cuphead. It's just flipping brilliant. They deserve all the success that comes their way for making that. Raquel, what? Sorry, do you mind me asking? What are you playing Hollow Knight on? What, a console or Cuphead? I like platform games, but they've like platformers in back in the day, they obviously had like retro style graphics. I love seeing old school style platformers nowadays, but with amazing graphics. Oh, you're playing on Steam on PC. I reckon you're a secret gamer, aren't you? Oh, I like you even more now. I liked you before, but I like you even more. Oh yeah, what's it? Ori. If you like platformers, Raquel, um, Will of the Wisps. You want to check this out? I think that might be the first one or second one. They did a new one though. Closet Gamer, yeah, right. They did another one. They did Will of the Wisps, and then there was a new one, and it's flipping phenomenal. The graphics in that are so good, and Ori's adorable. Oh, yeah, no. It's hang on. I'm sorry. Sorry, we got to watch the Ori trailer just before we dive into design stuff. I'm probably going to get a copyright claim for this, but I do not care. Right, let's turn the volume up. Oh no, what is it? Ori and the Blind Forest. No, Ori and the Will of the Wisps is the newer one. So I started playing Ori and the Blind Forest. I think this is it. Hang on. So this is the second one. So you play Blind Forest first if you want to play them in order, and then this is the more recent one, which I've not played yet, but it just looks phenomenal. Oh, just love it. So talented. Wasn't actually the game. I was going to try and show you the gameplay trailer. It's just got such a insane art style. Oh yeah, this is it. This is nuts. So good. We will get to design stuff in a minute. forest does start off quite sad. It's quite sad. This thing is so cute. I did the illustration of this. So good. There you go, Raquel. You're going to be busy now. I can't. Yeah, I don't know if Ori's on Switch or not. Oh yeah, Black Myth Wukong intro is insane. We must have a movie night. Oh goodness. I can't remember who it was. Someone said to me, "Oh, you should do like a gaming stream or something," but I don't know. Watching me play Resident Evil would be funny because that is freaky. Anyway, right, design guidelines. back to design. I used to play on PC. I play more PS5 now because I get to just sit on the sofa. We should have a movie night. How would you do movie night? How would that work? I don't think I could stream a movie. I think that might be slightly illegal. We'll see. A Jackbox night? Moosh, you're going to have to explain. What's a Jackbox night? I mean, it was fun before. I quite enjoyed it when we did the stream where we showed you the old videos of me and Poppy when we first met and moved to Spain. Kerry, I don't think we'd met since then. I don't think we'd been formally introduced, but that was funny. Me and Poppy drunk in Spain. It's a long time ago now. Right. Okay. If anyone does have any suggestions, by the way, for pages, please do yell at me. And I can look at it in a minute. Right, so we blah, 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 pretty standard stuff. Okay, main logo. We're going to get rid of this crosshair thing because I don't really like that. I've gone off that. Right, primary logo is that, and then we've got the other color, which is basically black. Secondary logo. Right. This doesn't really work as a secondary logo because it's just way too abstract. In fact, maybe I just go with this. I don't know if I even need a tertiary logo. I don't think I need one. I can't figure out where I don't know. We got the D and we got the face. I did this a long time ago. I can't figure out where it needs to go. What do you think about we've got the D here with the underline, which is kind of like the cut down version of the main logo, or we've got the little face, which is meant to be me and my hair. Jackbox is a game that you can host and have other people who are watching join in. Look it up. There are tons of party games. They are fun. Oh, that would be quite fun. Jackbox. Okay. Yeah, I've tried out there's an extension, isn't it, that lets you watch Netflix on two different computers at the same time. Was there a shortcut to put page numbers, or did you have to do that manually? I think I did it manually. Yeah, it's not like InDesign where you can set it up and automate it. Also, for the guides, you can't do master pages in Illustrator. I don't think, I'm pretty sure there isn't a pages tab. No. So what I did was create these guides that I can use for kind of margins and stuff. And if I unlock everything. So these aren't actually guides, they're lines, just colored to look like guides. And then I converted these into a symbol. So where's my panel? Go on, get in here, don't be shy. So you see down here in the bottom right. So then what I did was paste these onto every page. So you can copy and paste them, or just snap them to the center and then lock them. And then I've got that same set of guides. If I need to adjust them, all I do is I go in and adjust the symbol. They all get updated. So it's a little bit easier in InDesign because you've got your master page and you would dump it on there. But having a symbol on each page is probably, that's at least the closest alternative that I've found. So if anyone's got a better way of managing that sort of stuff, like global guides across all pages, do let me know. But yeah, doing that and adding page numbers, it doesn't take long. Especially not once you've got the page numbers on, just copy paste. You can go copy paste on all artboards, change the numbers, set that as a character style from the character styles panel, and then call it page number. And then if you want to change the font or anything at a later date, you do it from the panel. So yeah, it's not really an issue. It's not. Yeah, it's just easier. It's easier for me with Illustrator. Illustrator's just got more creative tools. Illustrator, InDesign's got a lot of them now, to be fair. Like I haven't used it for years. It's got pencil tools and all sorts. I feel like it's borrowed a lot of stuff from Illustrator, but there's still a few tools in Illustrator that I rely on. So it kind of makes sense to stick with Illustrator. Control F. Yeah, we'll paste in place, but also in front. Yeah, you probably could do a lot of stuff in InDesign, I think. But I think as well, I'm super used to Illustrator. So because it's got a very similar tool set, and a few others, it's got like reflect tools and things. It just, scissors, knife tool. It just makes it easier for me to do what I need to do. And I do a lot of logos, icons, graphics, that sort of stuff, more so than like desktop publishing, layout, brochures, These days, anyway. Right. Let's get rid of those guides. I need to make a decision on this. This is kind of the safe one. It's probably going to be used very sparingly. And it would be on like the favicon, in the tab, the browser tab. Did you try to merge the letter D with the face icon? No, I think, well, I was going to say it would look awful, but we'll try it just to see. It feels a bit weird. He's got a D on his face. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, a little bit cyclopsy. Yeah, unless we take the D and haha, he's got a monocle. There we go. Monocle ski. There we go. Fantastic. Yeah, no, so that's the only reason I've not done that is I just gut instinct made me think it might be a bit weird. I've tried glasses. Well, I've done so many designs with glasses. You probably saw them on stream. This is going back a year or so. I just got some good ones, but it just, I don't know, it just didn't quite look right. So I feel like this one's probably the safe one to go for now. So we'll stick that over there. So secondary logo. So yeah, we've got to actually, this is about like making decisions really and actually moving all this stuff forward. All right, scale you up. Secondary logo. Very nice. Tertiary logo, I don't think we even need that anymore because this logo is so short and it fits pretty much most formats. At least when I've been actually applying this to stuff that I've been working on for myself, I've not needed another version. So to me, that tells me everything really. Designed by Dansky. We'll keep that. I'll keep it over there, but I don't think that's gonna get used. Maybe I'll stick it on the bottom of a project or something. Maybe. I think I like the face for your brand icon better. It's more creative. I know. Yeah. I just can't think where I would use it, you know? This just works as a favicon. It's literally like a cut down version of the main logo. So I don't get me wrong, I love it. I love the creativity in it. If I can find somewhere to use it, I will. But I think from a branding point of view, that just makes way more sense in terms of just consistency, being recognizable. Dan's gaming gang. Oh, I mean, what? No, what would be really, really funny would, I mean, I think a lot of us are on Steam. I'm on Steam, right? Is we just find a multiplayer game. We all just add each other as friends on Steam and then just see who's the better gamer. That would be hilarious. I can't remember what my tag is on Steam. If anyone does want to add me as a friend later on, message me and I'll try and find it. I think my name's down as Dansky, but I don't know if that comes up in a search or not. Right, this is the emblem. So this is mostly for like the course certificate. So if I, yeah. So this would go on the bottom of the certificate. We only need one. I think, yeah, it's all editable. So it's really, really cool. So I can just kind of change that to Illustrator if I need to. So that's cool. You've kind of got like the D and the A. It's a bit different, but it's just a bit more emblematic. It makes a nice gold sticker. It's like a really nice sort of stamp. And it looks banging on the bottom of a certificate. So if you are a student and you finished your course and you've 100%ed it, please do let me know. Send me an email or a message in Discord and I can send you your certificate because I spent ages designing it and it looks really nice with the gold. Your brand icon and secondary logo are the same. I haven't found, yeah, like I know what you mean. You might have like a primary, secondary, and then like a brand mark or something. But as I've been doing real world stuff with Dansky and the Dansky Academy and all that, I just haven't found that I've needed anything else, you know? I think this is, I'm just trying to think where it's used. It's used as a favicon for sure. It's used as, I think it's like, is it a web clip? So if someone saves Dansky.com to their iPhone screen or whatever, it might use that as the icon. But apart from that, You know, maybe it'd go on the side of a hat. Apart from that, this logo just covers everything because it's not. It fits the web format, but it's not too wide. That. Oh no, I know. No, there's another. There's another place. There's another place that I use it. Sorry, my brain just started working again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is another reason as well why I went with the D. So this nav bar at the top. Watch what happens when I scroll. So you've got the logo on the left there. As I scroll, this is pretty nice. It shrinks down. So again, in that context, it's literally like a cut down version of the logo. So it kind of makes sense. I could sit and do this all day. This is fun. Boop, boop. And I just found that, yeah, like I had all those other pages in the other document, but I just never really used them. So I could go and define loads of stuff, but I just wouldn't end up using it. So this document here, I want to define um, things I'm actually going to use, you know? So we've got primary, the secondary, we've got the emblem for the certificates. The like that's more like the academy stamp, if you like. You know, if I needed to use it somewhere else, I could just take this bottom bit out here and put some what is it, the main sort of tagline that I use for a lot of stuff is design like a pro. That's kind of the tagline I've been using. We've got the color palette, which I think that's a pretty, is that right mathematically? Yeah, I might change it actually. I think it's probably more 70 20 10, but we're splitting hairs. Who cares really? you get the gist of it. Fonts. So Montserrat is the main hero font. We've got Inter, which is the smaller font. So let's write that now. So we've got Inter. And what's this? Ah, no, typography. Yeah. So I'm using, let's get Montserrat. And then what am I using? Oh, where's Montserrat Bold? Oh, hang on a sec. Montserrat is a really funny font because I think I've got two versions of it installed and they keep conflicting. So if I click on this version here, yeah, why is it not showing up? It's so weird. I swear I was using it a minute ago. Where's Montserrat? Montserrat Bold. Where's Montserrat Bold gone? What the hell? That was there a second ago. Ooh, what's this? Montserrat Alternates. What on earth is that? Oh, it uses some lowercase characters. Like the lowercase n there just randomly throws a lowercase character in there. That's interesting. What has happened to my Montserrat? I'm just going to try rebooting Illustrator a sec. Because I was definitely using Montserrat with bold like an hour ago. And so I don't know if something's gone wonky. Yeah, there we go. It's listed now. Okay, yeah, no, it's come back. I don't know what happened there. Something went funny. Montserrat. Yeah. Okay. So extra bold is the one that I think I'm using a lot. And then I've got to decide how I'm going to do it with capitals and things as well. So where is the channel? Oh, I cannot spell. Yeah, so on the channel, here's a few recent thumbnails. So this here is these top three are the new thumbnail style. So I've been using it caps, visual of what we're doing, and then my silly face. So that is kind of going to be the format. That arrow as well. I need to grab that. So caps is definitely going to be like a big use case, and then not everywhere though. Actually, no, most of this is no sentence case, just because it's less shouty, I think. Space grotesque. Is the volume too low? Hang on, let me check. Oh, for some reason, every time I stream, it resets the volume. There we go. I bump it up by 5 every stream, and then it resets to 0. Is that better now? It's okay now. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, you absolute legend. $20. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that is the biggest super chat I've ever received. Thank you so much. Oh, that is heartwarmingly lush. Thank you. Right, so let's get rid of the color. So Montserrat. So we've got uppercase, lowercase. Oh, it's made my day, that has. Right. Inter. I want to try and reflect the style of everything I'm defining in this style guide as well. We don't need to worry about that yet. We're just keep it simple, Dan. We're defining the typeface here, so we can do application in a bit. Secondary typeface and pixel sans. This is on Framer as well, this pixel font, so it's handy. Montserrat is on the email provider I use as well, so it helps me maintain that sort of brand consistency, which is nice. Tertiary typeface with a weird T, but never mind. And then we need to add something to describe this, so we need some labels. What do I use on thumbnails, actually? I need to check. Shrinky dinky. Let's shrink them, space them apart a bit more. There we go. So we're just literally defining the typefaces. Couldn't make it any simpler, really, could we? Right. Application of type. Yeah, so instead of 6, because it's just confusing as hell, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it into 2. So we'll start here. I mean, this is... I don't know if you've ever tried doing this for yourself, but this is so flipping hard. Designing for yourself. I think I said this before. Like, It's so much easier designing for a client. When it's yourself, it's like, oh, what font do I want to use? Oh, as a brand, what values do I have? Now I have to think about me. With other people, it's like, oh yeah, here's a brief. Right, you want this, that, blah blah blah. Right. So one of these applications is going to be how it's used with caps. So do design like a pro again. In fact, actually, I was toying with a different tagline. I'll show you in a sec. Caps down, like, oh goodness me. So design like a pro. And then the other one is get good. Just get good. Design like a pro. Because that is effectively what I do. So I'm trying to sort of position myself and the channel, actually. You'll see this with some more content on the channel. Position myself as less of a I just do tutorials guy and more I'm helping designers get good, get better, design professionally by, pointing out all the little nuances in design, all the stuff that comes up in design review. That's the sort of angle I want to focus on, actually helping designers, learn the tools, but actually practical application and actually get better, you know? So I feel like if I have a tagline, whether it's this one or that one, it needs to reflect that sort of goal. How do you dual color a text? Upper half black, lower half white. Ooh. I mean, the easy way would be to, depends how you do it. We could convert to outlines, drag a rectangle over the bottom half, duplicate it, drag this over, convert all the letters, Command or Control 8 to a compound path. You'll lose the color, but you can bring it back. So now all those individual letters are treated as a single shape. And then we can knock that out, bring them back together. It should snap. And then you have that. Doing it and keeping the text editable, there's probably a way to build it in the appearance panel, possibly. Yeah, actually, probably by adding a layer mask. We could try it. How would we do that? So we'll remove the color. We'll add a new black fill. Let's get rid of that. Okay, black fill. Opacity. Oh no, I don't know. I'd have to have a think and a play around. I was going to effectively try and use it to make a mask over one half and then do the other half. But it's trying to do it in a way that keeps the text editable. That's the tricky bit. If you don't need the text editable, that's the way. Oh, you've done it once with appearance mask. Yeah, it must be possible. I mean, what I would do, I did something similar recently, like not to this, but I spent ages trying to do something clever with the appearance panel, and the time it took me just was not worth it. It was a waste of time. So what I would do is have the text, keep it editable, copy paste, move with the arrow keys, change the color, and so we'll do it again, but we'll keep the text editable. Opacity, make mask. Make mask. Ooh, why's my text gone grey? I don't use masks in Illustrator that much. Ah. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm being a lemon. It's because I'm using orange, you donut, Dan. Gotta use, is it white? Yes. Yeah, you got to use white to keep, black to remove. If you use a color like that, it will just convert it to gray. Yeah, so there we go. This is how I would do it rather than trying to come up with a super clever appearance panel way, which can sometimes take more time. And then we can change this one to orange. So we've got two halves, both editable. If you want to change the text font, we could then go 1, cut it, change the other one, Mont, demo, paste in place. That's probably the way I would do it. Yeah. And that keeps the text editable, but then you also have the mask. Again? Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you so much. You're blowing my beans here. Thank you so much. I don't know why I'm clapping. Well done. Oh, you absolute legend. Thank you. Afif's is the best. What's Afif's one? Hang on. We can just do it with gradient. Oh, yes. Afif. You win. You're right. You are absolutely right. You legend. So, okay. What you're saying is editable text still there. We're going to go black and white gradient. Make sure you pick proper black. This is never usually, oh, it is, okay. Sometimes it's like an off black. We'll go top to bottom. And then I think we've got to squish these right in, yeah? So we're going to set both of them at exactly 50%, which creates a hard line. Is that right? Or is this going to be the same sort of thing? Gradient applied to the... Oh, sorry. I'm with you. I'm with you. I've caught up. I got you. Right. We'll stick with that then. Gradient 50% makes it a bit tricky to edit the colors, but if we go like, we'll go that half there, we'll go, let's go rhubarb and custard. There we go. Got to set them both back to 50% again. That one. We could save that as a gradient. Apply it to the text. To apply a gradient, you've got to take out all the color first, then add a new fill swatch. Otherwise, it won't work. Rotate it. Nice. Change the font. Oh, beautiful. And the good thing about that actually is not just you can edit the text, it maintains perfectly 50%. If you win, have a virtual cookie. Nice. Yeah, much better. If you want color, if you're trying to actually, so with the text, obviously we had, oh no, got the rainbow gradient, rhubarb gradient. If you have your text and you want to slice it like a sword slice through it, the masking would work. That's something I've done before. So I did the text, sliced it, and then split it into two halves, but you keep the font editable. But that one Afif just mentioned is great if you do just want to change color. No, thank you. Your channel is the first and last stop for anyone wanting to learn Illustrator. Thanks for sharing. Oh, you are very welcome. Thank you. Blowing my beans. Yeah, I did, Moosh. Hey, Kaya, you right? We say all sorts of things here in the UK. To me, saying, "Oh wow, that's gonna blow my beans," is just it's just normal conversation. Right. Applications of type. Okay, this is yeah. Lacquer Pro. Yeah, so what I've got on the website is I highlight this word here and change this to pixel sans or pixelify. Bump up the size of the font for that one word because it actually sits smaller. So you want to have a consistent X height, which is, there we go, it's more or less the same. And then this word gets pulled out in orange. I mean, you have to use it with your colleagues at work, Moosh, and just see what they say. What do you think their reaction would be? Would they just would it just fly under the radar, or would they be like, I'm sorry, what did you say? We're gonna have to just keep feeding you all these. I don't know if they're Britishisms or if me and Pops are just a bit weird. We have to keep feeding you these phrases and we'll convert you to. We're going to slowly try and convert you to British. They would definitely question it. Okay. All right, me old macca. Oh, all right, me old fruit. I'm terribly sorry. You might be from Somerset in the UK, but I'm definitely not a fruit. Right. I'm starting a list. Designers is not that legible. I think it's all right. It's all in the name of creativity, I think. I mean, the call to actions at the minute, they're pretty straightforward. I don't know if I need to get Montserrat into them. A lot of websites and call to actions nowadays, they all look the same, and I just don't want to fall into that trap as well. Do I get rid of the arrow? So we could do that, or we could go caps as well. I liked the pixel one, but I don't know if that is legitimately hard to read. Having a pixel font, it's got a few weird numbers, and some of you very rightly pointed out it was kind of hard to see the pricing in the pixel font on the website. That's quite nice, that last one with caps. Caps is good as well because you avoid any weird optical alignment issues. Because you've got a cap line and a baseline, that's it. Whereas with lowercase, obviously you've got different heights for things. This just feels a bit generic. This feels... Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a CTA component, I think, on my website in the framer template. So let me drag the window. I can't drag the window onto the screen. Sorry, my computer's being a clown. So yeah, all of this is like primary and secondary CTAs. They're in a component that I can just go in and change them really easily, and that gets propagated across the entire site. So there's another version up there. So I think to change the styling would be very simple. This feels like generic, like CTAs have been done for the last 10 years. That feels like a statement. One of these two. What are the other designs of the CTAs for? Let me have a look. Let me just open it up. I'll go into the component and show you. Right, let me just bring this up. So this is my site in Framer. So this came with the template. So there's... Yeah, this does seem quite excessive, but there's lots of like different states as well, I think. Yeah, so we've got hover states and things as well. So that's the CTA, and then these are the states. So all I would have to do really is go and update this one file, and then all my CTAs would be done on the site. Funny you should ask, Afif. I'm working with Framer on some content at the minute, which is very exciting because I love Framer. Did I mention that I love Framer? I probably mentioned it 1,000 times. So yeah, we worked on our first video together last year. I had a ton of fun making it. I think they liked the video. So yeah, we're going to be doing some more stuff together this year, which is really cool. Yeah, excited to put some more stuff out. And it just makes sense because I use it all the time anyway. Like it just powers my entire site now. Yeah, so good. Such a good app. And so simple as well. So yeah, if I want to make those changes, which I think I'm 90% on, this just looks generic. No, this one, yeah. Ugh, it just looks like every other CTA in the world ever. It's it's all right, Boosh. It's only changing fonts. The template I use is set up in a very smart way where you just change the fonts and everything adjusts comfortably. No, sorry, we're not branding several CTAs. These are just lots of options. So there would be a primary and a secondary, and then maybe like a black one as well. So to give you a real world example of where I use the different ones. Obviously here, the primary thing I want someone to do on my site is I would like them to enroll in a course or do some coaching with me, education. So that's why the learn with me is the sort of highlighted one. Work with me, I take on a limited number of projects. So that's kind of less important. Log in again, I don't want to make that orange too because I want people to look at the learn with me. I want people to enroll in my courses and my coaching. Login is visible, but it's not using orange because I'm using orange very strategically throughout this page. Apart from here, this is just purely for creative reasons. Yeah, so it's not plastered everywhere. If I go on to one of these, oh god, got an ad playing in my head. Sorry. So here, I would use the main call to action for, one-time payment and you're enrolled. And then I would use the secondary one for paying 3 installments. So same price, split over 3 months, just a bit easier for some people. But this is the one where I want people to click on. It's easier for me if someone were to enroll with a single payment. So that's why I would highlight this one over this one. They're both fine. They both do the same thing, although slightly differently in terms of the payment terms. But that's just one example on the site where I would highlight one over another. You see it sometimes when you have a subscription to a service and you'll have 3 pricing models, and the one that they want you to sign up to, for whatever reason, it would be highlighted with something. It might be a most popular label. It might be a funky call to action with rainbows around it. It's almost like the click on this one. Yeah, it's the British spelling, 1L. You wouldn't believe the insults I've had. You can't even spell the word enroll and you're selling courses. It's like, yes, I'm in the UK. That's how we spell it. It does look weird, but that's grammatically correct. Maybe I will just change it. But then, I don't know, it'd be weird. It's like color. I think that's American color. That's English colour. Someone at some point just said, I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to change the spelling of these words. Similar to tyre in the UK. Really? Will you spell it in the US? What, like a car tire? TIRE? How? So if I'm tiring of something, I can't type today. Like, or I said, oh, I do tire of that thing. Would you use the same spelling as the car tire as well? Oh, I do love the font, Raquel. The only reason that I'd probably stick with Pixelify is because it's built into Framer. And it's just built there as a default font, which makes my life incredibly easier. Not incredibly easier, but it makes my life easier rather than having to figure out. I haven't looked into figuring out custom font workarounds and compatibility with different browsers. That's the only reason. I love your font. I think you've done some of the characters in that better, but it's just Framer and ease of use having that font preloaded. It's just a time efficiency thing. But yours is better. I like your font better. It's the same reason that I settled on Montserrat in the end. I did have another font, Active Grotesque, but it's so similar to Montserrat, and Montserrat is used by Kajabi, the course platform's email provider. So it just means that across email, across web, across design work, wherever I'm appearing, and Montserrat's quite a common font anyway. It means I can visually appear consistently. Yeah, right. Let's get rid of all this fluff. We'll keep the old ones. They're gonna go. The pixel font's not clear enough for a call to action. And then it's just, do you go uppercase or sentence case? Is that, I don't know if that's too shouty. Might be a little bit commanding. There's a fine line between bold and visible, and he's yelling at me to enroll. No, it's automatic, Moosh. So you set up the desktop, and then you can click, and you get tablet and mobile. But when you design on desktop, if you do it, set it up in the correct way, it auto propagates onto mobile and tablet. No, tablet and mobile. So as I change things in real time on desktop, I see those changes happening on the other versions. But then you can override for the mobile one specifically if you want. But if you get a good, this is what I'd recommend most designers do, get a good template. Even the free ones are great because all the responsive shenanigans are set up already. So if you want to learn Framer and build your own template, that's cool. But if you want to just get set up right now, grab a template and then customize it. That's what I did for my site. I just found a template that was really like aligned with what I want. It had all the features, the built-in CMS, the pages, and then I went in and customized it. And I know enough about Framer now where I can edit and design and all sorts of stuff in it. It doesn't take that long to get up and running with it. Right, I need a new graphic here as well. Let's take this over here, actually. Yeah, that's a really good example of how I use the different bits and pieces. That's not. This is probably not something I'd do. That's not either. I want to pull out the pixel words sometimes in orange. Otherwise, all the text is going to be the black color. The orange is for CTAs and branding stuff or highlighting words. I do like this, the little tooltip. That can be the pixel font because that is just sort of cutesy. Yeah, there's one version. Let's have another one. Right, where can we where can we chuck you? Where do we put you? Put you in there? Yeah. This was for some Instagram posts. It ended up being irrelevant. I don't post a lot of written stuff on Instagram. I'll be doing some more video, a bit more video stuff this year, I think. But oh, this is so much leaner and easier to understand than before. Uppercase works better, but I like it more in lowercase. I think, yeah, I think you're right. I think uppercase looks pretty good. I wonder if actually we could fill this whole page with just examples of type. Different use cases. Kind of like the inspiration page. I think this is a bit redundant. I don't think I really need this. This bit here is just my profile picture, and this is just my artwork here. Black logos on white background. Yeah, so this is just at the minute. This is just the stuff I'm posting. Just all the stuff I do on stream. I design so many logos that sit in a folder on my computer. So the goal now is just to get them out there a bit more, so they've at least got somewhere to live. And it's quite in keeping as well with the whole sort of black on white style. Yeah, I think, well, I think Frame is free unless you want to obviously host a website and have a website set up, and then you'd have to sign up to a plan to host it. But if you want to give it a go, yeah, I think it's free. Last time I checked. I was using Webflow for about 7 or 8 years, and everyone was saying use Framer. And obviously, like the clever clogs that I am, I said, oh yeah, I'll try that out in a bit. Never got around to it. Tried it for 24 hours eventually. And then within that 24 hours, I'd already decided to switch over. And I'd started building my website in Framer. Even after I'd redesigned all of the pages on the old site. I've just finished redoing all the masterclass pages. And I was like, nope, this is too good. I got to redesign the whole site now. And it's made it so much easier now to just make iterations and work on it from a design perspective. It's just made it easier. What about on black? Let's just try some reversed out versions on a dark background. Yeah, there's white. I think it works. It's good to check that it does work, seeing as I do have the light dark mode toggle on the site. This page doesn't need to exist because we've got an illustrations page already. Yeah, it's so good just leaning this document down. And yeah, we'll chuck the sparkle in there. Go on then. Get in there. What are we down to? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's definitely a bit better. So we'll unlock all, and then we're going to rearrange. Doosh. 3 columns. Yeah, there we go. Bit easier. Yeah, this is cool. Starting to see like a more defined identity coming through rather than a flipping mess with just loads of stuff everywhere. Is anything jumping out at anyone that looks out of place or odd or just generally terrible? There's more stuff that you could define if this were for a client. But what I'm really focusing on here is the stuff that, like, this is like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months since I worked on this file, and I've been doing loads and loads of stuff for Dansky for my brand and my business. And this is the stuff that I've actually used and that I will be using. So Unless we switch the pixel font out. I like it because it's like a nod to, I think to, it's a little nod to gaming. It's a little bit kind of, a bit geeky, designery, pixels. I don't know. It's just a little bit of, I'm a designer. I love pixels in there. I don't know. There's just something about it that really resonates, but that doesn't mean it can't change. There needs to be something that contrasts with Montserrat. You don't like it. You don't like the alignment. Oh, I mean, it was like this before, and I think as well something I really want to try and convey, very subtly but not a lot, is just a little bit of, I don't even know how to word it, not rebelliousness or like being edgy, but just a little, just to try and get a little bit of my personality in there. Just like breaking the mold, or I don't know how you'd word it. Rebellious and edginess is the only, not in like a really obvious way, just subtly, kind of like, I don't know, don't know. It's hard to try and explain. Yeah, I've lined up the L and the E. It is a bit out of the ordinary for me. I'm not married to the idea by any means. Or you could stagger it like that. That was just before the stream. Kind of put a pin in that and was like, okay, we'll come back to that. Leave your mark. Yes, that's a much better way of wording it. That's sort of what I was trying to get to. Out of the box. Exact. Yes, yes. You're all describing it far better than I was. Just all of that sort of stuff. I mean, yeah, a few of you say you like the pixel font. Because if it was going to be contrasting, I don't really know what sort of. Obviously, don't want another sans serif. I wouldn't want to mix in italics. That's too elegant. I'm definitely not that elegant. That's too a bit hard to read. Yeah, I don't. A typewriter style font, like a slab typeface, could work. Maybe like a slab serif, if it contrasted enough. But it's such a hard balance. It's got to look like professional as well. Like I'm a serious teacher. I'm not just like gonna throw a grunge font in there and be like, yeah, like that. That's one reason why I like the pixel font is it's just a little bit of fun as well. Fun, yeah. It's just a bit of fun rather than the whole site looking just too serious, too bland and generic. Oh, thank you, Beast. Yeah, it's going to be hard to find something besides the pixel font, I think. I mean, you could do caps. You could just go caps, but that might look weird as well. Oh my goodness. I put honey in this coffee and forgot to stir it. And now I'm literally drinking honey at the bottom. What was that? I had a font just then. Oh, I mean that's a nice font, but it's too elegant for me. I'm not that elegant and refined. I'm more bit rough around the edges. That's more in the direction. It's quite hard to read. Bimbo Pro. Great name. Bit Road, yeah, another pixel font, but I don't like that one as much. Yeah, exactly. I think it would only be used, Moosh, on, like you say, large titles and things. I used it on the CTAs before, and for the pricing, and it had some weird characters, and it just didn't work. That's probably the closest thing, but it still doesn't beat the pixel font. That's a better one, but still doesn't beat the pixel font. So, oh, yeah, it's hard. See, the thing with these ones as well, these sort of more hand drawn fonts, they're very unpredictable with their S's and their G's, their loops and their swirly bits. So it makes it very difficult to reliably use them, because then if I put in a different word, it will crash into the other letters. That's a bit too fun. That's a bit too circus. We're not a design circus. That's nice. Oh, hello. A poppy has entered the chat.
Entered the building.
You all right?
Yeah, you?
Yeah. Fantastic. You?
Yeah.
Good.
Super fantastic.
Super fantastic. Good lord. That's great to hear. I'm so happy to hear that.
I'm happy you're happy.
Everyone's like, oh god, Poppy's arrived.
Yeah.
It's
So I say to you.
it's her again. I don't. Bouquet typeface. I mean, actually, is there any point looking at any fonts that don't auto load into Framer?
No.
It was more of a rhetorical question, but sure, yeah. Dive right in. Please do share your design expertise with us.
Oh, I have great design expertise.
You can barely say the word expertise. That completely invalidates your opinion.
Sorry. Hi, Moosh. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Nightwolf. Hi, Afif. Hi, Bora. Hi, Raquel. Hi, Nivea Lover. Hi.
Do you take your time? You carry on.
Hi, everyone.
It's not like I'm doing anything important here.
Yeah. I've still got an ad. Oh, there we go. Now you're on. Oh, look at your lovely face.
You see what I got to deal with? Every day. Every freaking day.
Love it.
I do. That's quite cool. Raquel, have you got the latest? I don't know if I've got the latest version of your font. Just to throw it in there and have a look.
Shibbilium?
I think you might have sent it to me. Uh, when was it? A while ago. I think there are like a few different versions. If you've got the latest one, no. That's not it. I'm just scrolling back up. It's somewhere. Pixel Dan. It's not that. Dee. I can't find it. Oh, here we go. I've got the one from the 11th of December. lpix.otf. Okay, hang on. Let's pop it in. I mean, if anyone does want to look up how to install and use a custom font in Framer just while I'm streaming, I would be very accepting of that information. So I guess I'm searching for lpix. Oh, see, it is bloody nice. Oh, it is so nice. It's annoyingly nice. I've got to account for this size difference. So let's drag that there. Turn the guides on. Oh, okay. Does that line up? Let me just try with this one actually. If I bump this up. Oh, it is nice. I think the only thing I love that G. In fact, I love all the characters. It's really annoying actually. The only thing that I prefer with this one is that Montserrat is like a sort of stretched font a little bit. It's like quite wide. And this one sort of has that same width to the characters. Whereas this one's a bit more condensed. But then I like the letters more on this one, and the numbers definitely more. Oh no. Do I want to know what Dan_fat is?
What?
A thief said I was deleting my old downloads and then I found Dan_fat. PHAT. Not. Yeah. Oh, catch you in a bit, Andrea.
Bye, Andrea. Love ya.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. We could spend ages looking at fonts, but I think it's got to be a pixel font, hasn't it? So we'll keep that for now, just because I've got it all set up. But then I can always, if I find out a way how to install custom fonts and use them, I could always add this one a little bit later. Maybe it's the tracking. Maybe I can bump the tracking. Because I think the other one's tracked a little bit wider. Oh yeah, no, it's really nice. What about if bold? Yeah, I think I use bold on the website, not extra bold. Try Josephine slab. Let's give it a go. Do 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 do. Oh, I've not even got slab. Oh yeah, no, I do. I've got just the italics one. It's all right. I think pixel font's going to be the way to go. Montserrat. Yeah, my Montserrat is definitely being a funny customer today. Hey, Pops. Earlier on, I was talking about something. I can't even remember what it was. And I said the term, oh, yeah, it's going to blow my beans. I think Moosh nearly lost it.
I love it.
She nearly lost control.
I love it.
She couldn't handle it. What? What did he say? The hell is this? I'm now home supping a gentleman jack. Oh, very nice. You're blowing my... Was that it? And quote, you're blowing my beans here. Oh, Moosh. The beans were well and truly blown at that point. I can't even remember what I was doing, but it must have been incredible. To watch it back. I can't wait for you to say that to your colleagues. I'm terribly sorry, Moosh. What did you just say? When you're having a normal conversation, you have to just very occasionally just dip into Britishness for like a second or two and start saying British words, or like with a British accent, just for a few seconds.
What's that?
I just say Moosh has to try and incorporate I'm trying to like effectively mold Moosh into a British person.
Oh my god.
With our Christmas crackers.
Yeah.
Also, we need to look up a game, Poppy, called Jackbox. It's like a game where you can play with multiple people or something.
Okay.
They were talking about having like a... Hey? No, I don't think so, no. But they were talking about having like a games night or something sometime.
Oh, what with all the cool dudes?
With the gang, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be well fun. Ooh, how to select a font in a billboard ad design according to watching distance. That is a really good question, because the amount of billboards that I drive past, and I can't help but obviously critique them, and I'm just saying things like no one can read that. So if it's possible, I would go to the site where it's going to be and physically measure and observe the distance and take a photo from the distance that someone would be standing. And with your shot, you kind of want the same sort of focal length, field of vision, as what you can see as well. So the picture you're taking is capturing what you can physically see with your eyeballs. So then when you're designing, you can then drop your design into that and mock it up on that photo, and you know that from X distance, it's going to be legible. Oh, I see so many graphics like that. Signage and vehicle graphics as well. With these like piddly little website, massive phone number. No one's memorizing an 11-digit number when they're driving, but they'll remember a website address that's really simple. Yeah. There's a lot of like design out there in terms of signage and vehicle graphics and all sorts that whether you like the creative or not is irrelevant. It's like just it's not practical. I see it all the time. I rant about it. Poppy will verify this, and I sometimes take pictures as well. Oh, don't you start, Kerry. Don't you start me, Babbers. RKE. Oh dear. I don't think you want to start doing accents. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole tonight. We not got it in me. It's too much. Too feckin' much. Right, we need more type examples. But what do I actually write? When do I actually use fonts for things on things? Maybe a bit of paragraph text would be handy. We're having steak tonight.
Mhm. We've got our medium thing.
Medium. Oh my god, I forgot about that. What time is it?
7:30.
Oh, that's all right. I was panicking then. I got to get an egg mayo sandwich in before then. You can't turn up on the call just like, hi, nice to meet you. Stuffing down a sandwich.
Have you told the people?
No, I've not even mentioned it. No, we've some of you might know about our friend Mike, who's a medium, and he's a lovely guy and an absolute legend. But Poppy, is she? Yeah, she's one of your clients. One of Poppy's clients is also a medium, I think, like a slightly different type of medium. She does like something different, and she does it over FaceTime. And we've got one with her tonight. So I don't know. You can go first.
Yeah.
You can go first. Ladies first. And then I'm gonna go after. I don't even know what I'm gonna ask. Oh, I need to write down some questions. And yeah, it should be interesting. Should be fun. I'm curious to see what comes back. I see a vision in your future. You are going to dye your hair even more ginger. Right, that's Inter. So that is lovely. We need a title for that as well. I think the I think the sentence case works really good. Really, really good. It's terrible English. I'm sorry about that. Works really well because it's big and bold, but it's not like shouting. I don't think you ever really need to shout at people what you're offering. Or maybe you do. What do I know? Maybe it's a new kind of marketing strategy for 2026 where you just yell at your target audience. Actually, I got an idea. Let's get rid of this for this one. Here. Here's an amazing title about something. So this is just like regular titles. This is actually what's on the site as well. So it's just all the different use cases for how I design different things. Thumbnail. I need a thumbnail example. So me looking inquisitive there. So this would be really good actually. Let's grab this. Let's give that a crop. And we got fill some more black over there. Yeah, we'll save that as a JPEG. JPEG. Yeah, that's a really good example to include because that's actually where I use a lot of type stuff. So we'll get that in there. We need a frame that is, we're going to go 1920 by 1080, typical thumbnail size. Scale it down proportionally, and then we can actually drop a real example of a thumbnail in there. Crop. Flippity dippity. Scale it up. And move it across. Yeah, and then we can add some text on there then. Change it to white. Fix this. So this is the format that I've been using for a lot of thumbnails now. Oh, that's a really good question. I mean, I've never done graphics for an F1 car. Merch or hats. I mean, it depends who you work with. Sometimes you'll have like the printer will give you a template that you need to add your graphics to. It depends on the project, honestly. I think mocking it up from all the right angles so the printer can see how you envision the final result, the final print looking, is going to be really, really good as well. Obviously, having a conversation with them, ideally over the phone if you can, so you can explain to them or in person what this needs to do and how this bit wraps around here. And so communication, I think, is key. Otherwise, people will just make assumptions and you'll get back something that you're like, oh, this isn't actually what I intended. So effectively, you want to do whatever you need to do to remove thinking from the board. So if the printer is thinking about how you would like a certain part of your design to possibly look, it's already gone wrong. You want to remove the thinking so they have absolute clarity on exactly what you want, exactly how it should look, print, fold, wrap, whatever. Thinking can be dangerous after all. Yeah, warp's great. Warp's great for mocking stuff up like that. Yeah, I mean, if it's for fun, you know, just have the flat one and then practice mocking it up and taking your flat design and warping it, wrapping it, perspective, distorting it, whatever you need to do to fit a model of something or a vehicle or whatever it is. And then those bits where it wraps, where it cuts off. If it's on a vehicle, let's say it's on a vehicle and it's on a van, on the back of the van, you've got the logo for the van make. So it might be a Ford Transit, for example. You've got the word transit written. You might have the Ford logo. You might have the door handle. You got to take, you got the, if it's a 2-door opening van, you've got a line down the middle. So you've got to take all of those things into consideration so your design doesn't end up being like cut off by a door handle or something. Again, that's something I see that mistake all the time.
Oh, these are such good questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is looking cool. I'd love to do some merch stuff as well, but I've just not got around to designing it. I'd love to design some merch. Just like, I mean, yeah, you could sell it on the channel, but I want to wear it. I just want to design more stuff. That's one of my main goals this year. By the end of this year, to drop some weight and then have some t-shirts where I'm wearing my own designs. I'd love to be able to do that. I've never really done loads of like merch designs for stuff, and it would be so cool to be able to come up with some proper designs. Be gone. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not paying you enough attention, Rue.
Oh, Rue, get down.
That's not a good idea. But then you get Crumbles. Crumbles been quite quiet this stream. He's sat on the chair there, very, very chill. We had a big cuddle earlier. What do you want? Oh, all right, come on. Hmm? Is that okay? Now you got some attention? Yeah? I know. I know. I know. Big loud purring. Crumble's gonna get jealous now. Oh, this has actually been really productive. We got the purr. We do indeed. You got the purr, Mr. Purry Pants, aren't you? I mean, he does actually. He'll probably claw me if I try and do it now, but he does sometimes sit on my shoulder. Maybe I could pop you on my shoulder so I can actually still use my hands and carry on. There you go. like a pirate with a cat. Oh, he's falling down. You need to get up there. You need to properly get up on the shoulder. Go on, out you go. But you're just gonna slip. You're gonna slip, aren't you? Yeah. You're just. I don't even know what you're doing. You're gonna sit on the desk, clinging on, aren't you? Yeah. I know you are a donut. Yeah, he's funny. I put him on my shoulders the other day, and he just kind of sits up there quite happily. Right, brand style guide. Okay, this text. What are we gonna do with you? Could do something like this. Whoops. Can't see my keyboard anymore because the cat's face is in the way. he's sat on the desk, leaning back, but holding on to my t-shirt. This is bizarre. This is very odd. I don't think I've ever seen him in such a strange position. He looks very comfortable. All right. Oh, V1.1. Last updated. What's the date? 22nd of the... Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a while since I first started this. This was back in September. 22nd? How is it 2026? How is it 2026? What the heck has happened? Time's accelerating. Right, I think it's looking pretty good. I don't think there's too many other use cases. I mean, obviously I've got the... what would I do for this graphic? I swear I had some YouTube graphics, actually. Let me have a look. YouTube, Dunsky, PSD. YouTube channel artwork. Yeah, this stuff. Let me see if I can grab this. I definitely did some channel art ages ago, and it used those illustrations. Let's see if I can open them. Oh, I love you, but you gotta get there. I've got hair all over the desk now. Yeah. Ah, okay, right, they're opening. Okay, why they sync and open? I think definitely I use this as a basis. So let's just make a shape same size for now. We'll just mock this up and set it up properly later. Dee 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 dee. Right, let's lock that, round off the corners. And then at least we've kind of got this. Let's copy and paste it. D for default colors. And then we can actually go and put some stuff in there. So it'd probably be something very similar to this, which is kind of on the header of the website. And this aligns with what I was saying earlier about what I want to do on the channel this year. More of software as well, but with a big focus on teaching designers how to design professionally. So I think that kind of should be the main thing that goes on there, because that's what I do. So and then maybe include some illustrations as well. So maybe we could Go away. Oh, I'm going to run out of hard drive space. Yeah, so this is some of the channel art I did a while ago. Oh, I think the last one it was opening was the one with the thing on. There you go. Let's try and get some more. Let's try and claw back some hard drive space. Okay. Yeah, so effectively this is the channel art template, which we could actually just save and call it 2026. Let's just design it straight in here. So this template kind of, you turn it off and then that gets hidden. There we go. Right, so let's copy this over into Photoshop. We'll paste it in as layers. So it should bring in the type in it. Yep, there we go. Very nice. We'll need a solid color. Ooh, that's a bit different. Color and vibrance. Right, let's shrink this down. Yeah, so these are the guides that sort of show you the spacing. So I think it's this one here I was designing to in Illustrator. So we'll bring the text size down. And then maybe we could sprinkle in some illustrations. And let's get rid of all this other rubbish down here because we don't need any of that bloating the file. Let's get rid of those. Background gradients, we don't need that. Be gone with ya. Nice and lean. There we go. And now we need some illustrations. So I've got this one here. Paste it in as a smart object just so that we can then edit the illustration. What are other good ones? This is pretty cool because it's got loads of stuff in one single graphic as well. Pen tool's always a win. Very recognizable. This is an interesting shape. I've got the star in the box. So for this, if I randomly, actually no, I might have to eyeball the sizing because I think it's pasted them all in at not the same scale as this. So I might have to adjust the scaling on these individually, but that's fine. So this one's quite cool because it's got the design like a pro text as well. A bit of an accent. And then we've got this one here. We could shrink that down. Just so the line work looks kind of like a more of a similar weight. Obviously, it's quite tricky to select things in. And this is what I would do if I was doing this for any sort of project, really. I get my text in. I try and figure out where I'm at with the spacing, what space I've got to play around with, where the lettering and the line breaks kind of end, and then I can sort of try to Tetris things around. So you see this part of the box could sort of nestle in quite nicely around the lettering there. And sometimes I think you want bits coming off as well. It's nice to have bits coming off the page rather than just trying to have it all contained within. And then I've already got a pen tool there, which that pen tool does look a bit funky, but we'll fix that. So maybe this one, I'll put that over there. And we'll trim off a little bit of the box. Maybe. I think that was a stream before, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure we did the banner art, the 3 different versions on a live as well. Yeah, let's put the Glock in there. That's a pretty good detailed illustration. And we can rotate these as well, just to give it a bit more randomness. So maybe that one could go there. This one could come up a little bit. It's just about, it's kind of like a game of Tetris, really. You want to just adjust things, tinker with it all until it sort of fits. Even here, maybe we line the angles up so these sort of run parallel. So any elements that are sort of relatively close to each other, I'm always trying to like visually make connections. It's a bit too close to the box, so we'll move that over. We could have it firing out a pen tool. Why the hell not? Oh, that's really ridiculous, Dan. But I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got the pixel font there as well. It's a nice little use of it within the illustrations. Oh, actually, yeah, we had where's it gone? This thing. Yeah, the little hi there, and we could always say something else. It doesn't have to be hi there, but we can get that in there as well. Maybe we've got a bit of text on this side. We'll have this one over here. I think the shooting out a pen tool does look a bit weird. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll reset that back. Make that smaller. The donut's quite cool as well. And if we want to, we could even just splash in a little bit of color in a few places. So literally the icing could be pink and the star could be yellow or something. And that's just, or use the same orange and just sprinkle in a tiny bit of color. Sparkle, we could use that. Maybe that might be a bit pointless. Don't know. Let's try. Sort of more like an incidental element. That could work. Laptop. Typically, once you get all this stuff in, it's that's when you have to really just try and Tetris it all together. Do I want to go above and below? Not sure. I might sort of try and keep it more to the sides. Do you see what I mean? You add one more thing and then you have to move something else, and then that upsets something else. And it's the same with type, really. You have to just try and lock things up so words fit around other words. Got a laptop here. Let's get you in. Actually, no, we've already got a laptop. Discord? Yeah, we could have that. I guess we have a Discord server. Why not? Might fit better there, actually. And you come out. And then Discord can just sneakily peep out from there. Maybe the sparkle moves this thing. That can go over here. Yeah, maybe have the donut just coming off there. This one. Oh, it's so hard to select the right icon. Don't want to get too close to the text. And then move that up there. Oh yeah, we're getting pretty close with this, I think. Even if I copy and paste it, I should probably go in a minute actually, because I need to get something to eat before we have our thingamadoodah. But then I should. Let's try. Yeah, we'll select this whole bit here. Copy that, paste it back in. Just real quick, you kind of get like an idea of how it's going to look. More or less. So you got the my face there, and then I might change the background color or something. Maybe just so it contrasts against light version of YouTube a bit more. And just obviously adjust the icons. Maybe get a few little ones in here. I'm not entirely sure. Some little ones peeping in. And yeah, it just makes the header a bit more creative. Super simple. It says what I do. But I think that is a lot of it. Yeah, those are the sort of main ways that I use type, thumbnail type. Yeah, I think it's probably 80-90% there. Does anyone have any questions before I disappear to make a sandwich? What is your question? You don't have a question, do you?
Yeah, I do actually.
Are you thinking of a question right now?
Yeah.
You are, aren't you? what Poppy thinks of a question. If anyone does want to learn Illustrator with me or Photoshop with me, Dansky.com is where all my courses and my coaching is, but the Illustrator course is linked here at the top of the chat. So if you do want to learn it with me and you get stuck or have any questions, I'll be there to help you. But yeah, that's it. What's your question? You're keeping me in suspense.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, so honestly, if you've enrolled in a course already and you've got questions about brand guidelines, anything I've done here, illustrations, tools, techniques, whatever, honestly, just send me a message, pillage my brain for knowledge. I'm more than happy to help. I'm covered in cat hair now.
Okay, I've got one.
Very professional, Dan.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a really serious question.
What's the question?
If I turned into a worm, would you still love me?
Into a worm?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. It would definitely be difficult. It'd be very difficult. I'd put you in a jar.
Die.
No, I'll put soil in there and stuff and whatever worms eat. What do worms eat?
Fruit. Worms.
Worms eat worms. All right. So I'll get you, carefully put you in a jar with some dirt, big jar, maybe a tank. Maybe I'll give you a tank because that's how much you mean to me, even in worm form. And I'll add in some fruit, a little house, a little blanket, maybe even a little toy car that we could wind it up, pop you in it, and you go brum 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 around your tank. No.
Okay.
Was that the right answer?
Yeah, sure. If I was a Disney princess, which one would I be?
If you were a Disney princess,
Or just any princess?
you'd be all of them at the same time. Next question.
If you were a Disney prince, who would you be?
None of them.
You'd be a villain.
Yeah, well, it's always British guys. The British, we make good villains. What can I say? Oh, I don't think so. No, I think I'm going to have to just make a decision on the face icon because with the website, the two logos here, it collapses and it works. If I find a way, I mean, the icon actually, I could incorporate it in the. Now that you mention it, I can incorporate it in the graphic I'm doing. I could use it as an illustration, but I just don't think as a main sort of brand asset, I'd keep it. I think practically, as much as I do love it, I think practically this just makes more sense. But that was a tricky one. I get these nonsense questions all the time. Right. Anyway, I'm going to shoot. Have a fantastic evening, weekend, and yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye.